Hey everyone, I just wanted to make this quick video today just to tell you a little bit about Theta Healing and how it can help you, okay? So how it can transform your life and help you to heal on an emotional level, on a spiritual level and on a physical level, and heal really, really fast, okay? Okay, so Theta Healing is an energy healing technique which allows the practitioner to release negative belief systems and the energies associated with them from the client's subconscious mind and from their space, okay? And then what we do is we replace these negative belief systems with positive, more empowering belief systems, as well as positive feelings, positive awarenesses, and positive ideas and thoughts. And what usually happens when we do this is that it can create rapid transformation for the client and healing across all different areas of the client's life, depending on what kind of beliefs that you work with. Okay? Okay, so how it works is in a session, the client will talk to the practitioner about what they want to change, about what they want to work on. Okay, and then what will happen is the practitioner will dialogue with the client and ask them a lot of questions. Okay, okay, so what the practitioner is trying to do is just trying to get down to the bottom of the issue, trying to find out what's the underlying cause. So what negative beliefs may be at the bottom or at the root of the issue holding it in place. Okay, okay, so when you find the negative belief systems, then the practitioner will go into a really, really deep state of meditation and connect into universal energy, also known as source energy, divine energy, whatever you want to call it. But whenever we're in this space, we can just direct the energy, universal energy, to change these belief systems for the client, to release them and bring in new positive beliefs, new positive feelings, and also release trauma and shock and pain from the body as well. And this can be done over long distances too. Okay, so no matter where you are in the world, you can receive this healing, receive the work, as long as you give permission. Okay, so you can have one-to-one sessions online, over the phone, on Skype, and as long as you give the practitioner permission to make these changes, you'll still receive them no matter where you are in the world. And that's one of the more amazing aspects of this technique. Okay, so today what I want to do is I want to just give a very quick belief work demonstration and give you some free healing and downloads. And what I specifically want to focus on is self-worth, and specifically how our relationships with our parents or our caretakers, the people that looked after us as kids, how a relationship with them can affect us and can affect our self-worth and create limiting belief systems within us about ourselves and about other people and about the world. Okay? Okay, so let's say, for example, let's say a child grows up with parents that maybe were not able to show up for them in the way that they needed, okay? For whatever reason, maybe they didn't show them enough love, enough support, maybe they didn't care for them properly in the way that a young child needs. Maybe they didn't protect them, or maybe they left them alone quite a lot. For whatever reason, the parents didn't show up in this way. Maybe they may have had their own personal stuff going on. maybe they were sick. There could be a multitude of reasons as to why a parent doesn't show up for a child in this way, but nevertheless it can happen. And when this does happen, okay, so let's just say this happens, that can, for a child, that can be pretty tough and pretty traumatic, and the child may form beliefs like, I have nobody, I'm all alone, I have to do everything myself, and it may affect also their sense of value and sense of importance because they're not getting noticed much, or they're not getting that enough attention, or maybe the parents just weren't paying attention to them, so they may actually form beliefs as well, like, I'm not important. Okay, so for whatever, if anybody watching this video now, if any of this resonates with you, if you feel like you may have these beliefs, is it okay if I release them beliefs for you now? So if you have the belief, or maybe you feel like you have the belief, I have nobody, I'm all alone, I have to do everything myself, and I'm not important. So if you have any of these beliefs, if these resonate with you, can I change them for you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a deep state of meditation and connect into universal energy and just command this energy to release these beliefs for you all and change them and bring in new positive feelings and awarenesses. So if you would like that, simply just say yes. Okay, and would you like to also have any shock and any trauma from this time cleared away? So any shock, any trauma, any feelings that you're carrying from this time or from childhood that are ready to go now and are no longer serving you, would you like to have them all cleared away? And would you also like to know what it feels like to feel safe? If you would like that, just simply say yes. Okay, and another thing, what else is important to take into consideration is when we look back as adults on these times, we can consciously be aware of the fact that maybe our parents or the people that were looking after us, maybe they didn't show up for us in this way because they could have had their own stuff going on, their own emotional issues. Maybe they were going through a lot and they just couldn't provide that for us, or maybe that was just the best that they could do given all their beliefs and everything that they experienced as children, if that makes sense. So is it okay if I just bring in the highest truth about that and what was really going on into your mind and into your space? Because as young children, we won't know this. We'll just feel like it's us, and it's because of us that they're not loving us, they're not caring for us, they're not being there for us, and we may form the belief that maybe I'm not good enough and it's me. So can we just release that idea, that belief, or that idea that it's your fault, or that maybe you're not good enough, and let's just bring in the highest truth on the situation and what was really going on with your parents in that time. Can I? Okay, and another thing to remember is that we can hold on to these negative life experiences and these negative beliefs and these traumas. We can hold on to all these traumas and experiences because we've learned something valuable from it. So it's like when you say, through the tough times or through the hard times, you learned a valuable lesson. Okay, so that's why we can hold on to all these negative beliefs, because we've learned something positive from it. So think about what you may be learning from this experience, okay? Okay, so one thing you may be learning is how to be independent, because if nobody was there to look after you and to take care of you in the way that you needed, you would have decided that you need to do it yourself. So it would have taught you, maybe you would have learned how to be more independent and how to look after yourself, how to take care of yourself, and maybe how to provide for yourself. Okay, so would you like to know that you can do all those things? You can be independent, you can look after yourself, you can take care of yourself. Would you like to know what that feels like to do that and how to do it? And that you can do that without holding on to the beliefs that I have nobody and I'm all alone? Yeah? Okay, if you would like that, just simply say yes. Okay, and what I'm feeling as well is that it may have also taught you how to value yourself, because you weren't, it's like you weren't being valued, so you may have learned a big lesson in just maybe how to value yourself and how to be there for yourself on an emotional level. Okay, so would you like to know how to value yourself and what that feels like and that it's possible? And would you like to know how to be there for yourself and how to be there for yourself on an emotional level, and how to be there for others as well on an emotional level, and how to be supportive towards others, because that's what this could have taught us as well. Okay, so if you would like to know how to do that without holding on to the limitations and the negative beliefs, just simply say yes, and I'll bring that into your space now. Okay, and would you like to know what it feels like to be surrounded by people, to know that you have people around you? Would you like to know what that feels like? And would you like to be able, would you like to have the awareness of just exactly who is around you to be there for you and support you? And would you like to know what it feels like to be supported and loved just as you are? Would you like to know what that feels like, that it's possible and that you're deserving and worthy of it? Would you also like to know what it feels like to feel good enough just as you are? If you would like that, simply say yes. Okay, and then to finish, I'm just going to finish with just a general healing of your self-worth and your self-esteem, and can I teach you what it feels like to have high self-worth and to feel valued and to feel important? Can we teach you all what that feels like, that it's possible, that you know how to? Yes? Okay, that's it for today. If you would like to look up any information about Theta Healing or about myself, or maybe booking a one-to-one session, you can do that by going onto thehealingclinic.ie, and that's all for today.